Y'all doing? Go ahead and get it popping on this fresh Monday afternoon. Look, shout out to my. We're going to talk today about 3 reasons why Sigma males are irresistibly attractive to women. Let's talk about it. Now, listen. I said it about 4 times already. Hope you're listening by now. We already know that women are attracted to leader types of men. Any male that presents as a leader type, they're attracted to it because all women want to be led, regardless of what they say. They're just looking for this superhero type of guy that's super different, but still masculine enough for the other women in the sisterhood to acknowledge him. So it's hard for him, man. It's hard for him. But the things that make you irresistibly attractive are on a different level. Now, these are things that boggle their mind. These are things that these women think about deeply, like your personality, how many different levels and layers, dimensions you have, how you know how to compartmentalize things, the way your mind works. Now, it doesn't get spoken about enough, but I've been watching plenty of women that watch men like me, and they're really fascinated with the way our minds work. Now, just as fascinated as we are with them about how they're able to live in these fantasy worlds where they're never really held accountable, they're fascinated at how resilient and how vast your mind is, how you're able to come up with new ideas, how you know how to ground yourself, and how you know how to put the Most High first, while maintaining a level of being humble that, you know, people cannot handle. People can handle dealing with you. Well, people that aren't operating their ego. So, your mind is irresistibly attractive to women. That's one. They can't get enough. They love the way that you articulate yourself, the way that you handle your business, the way that you're witty. Women just can't get enough. They like a man that's quick on his feet. A lot of women, they won't tell you this, but they don't want to be your mom, and they don't want to have to think for you. They want you to lead. They want you to be quicker on your feet than they are, right? And I say shout out to the ladies that pay attention to a Sigma gentleman like myself. I'm noticing a lot of women are covering themselves up a little bit more. They're cussing, you know, a little bit less. And they're presenting themselves in their feminine energy a little bit more if you're looking at the content creators. And it's much appreciated, okay? Whether you're faking it or not, it's much appreciated. It's always better to see y'all in that kind of energy than flaunting yourselves online and yelling and screaming at men. You're just doing it for other women, and you know, for other women to be like, yeah, you told him, girl. Yeah. You gotta smash that like button. Also, it's a lot to do with your level of discipline and how you apply it to all facets of your life. Some people apply discipline to certain things, and some people apply discipline to every facet of their life, man. Everything that matters. So you know how to be disciplined in your emotional intelligence, your spiritual intelligence, and obviously physically. You know how to continue whatever set routines. Listen, and also we got to talk about this for a second. I'm a segue. If you guys ever hear any fool, you guys smash the like button, talking about how routines are not needed, discard all routines, and this is definitely someone that's dangerous. and you don't want to be taking advice from. I seen one of these goofy motivational speakers. I don't know what they call these people, but this long-haired, funny-looking dude was talking about don't do anything according to routines and don't set routines. Listen, some things you should have a little spontaneity about, but there are things that you have to set in routine because it's the only thing that's going to keep you grounded when everything goes to chaos. So you have to think about that. So when you have these kind of goofy people saying this kind of stuff, understand there's a lot of money to be made when you're going against popular culture and whatnot. So don't listen to goofy kind of stuff like that, right? You definitely need to have certain routines. So when things get off course, you know what's going on. You know, like, wait a minute, something's not right here. You know, I normally would be blah, 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 blah. If you're doing everything spontaneously, then you're never going to know if you're off a little bit. Now, this person, he likes to compete with a lot of other men. I don't advise that. Whenever you compete with other men all the time, you will always feel less than. You're always going to move on to the next person to compete against. And it's a real sad existence. But enough about that loser, man. Like I was saying, your intelligence and your duality, okay? The next one is your duality, because I'm going to tell you something. Women don't want a guy that is like a goody-goody two-shoes or a guy that's like super wicked or whatever. They want someone that they can have a good time with, but not feel judged, but also someone that's responsible. So you have this duality, this light and dark about you, right? You have control of your ego. And that control of your ego, it sparks. Yeah, this road. It's about to get busy, I can already tell. Situational awareness is on 10. Kid getting off the bus. Oh man, it's that time already? That's wild. All right, well, you know what I gotta do. Trying to get this done before he got home, but I'm running late. You again? Hey, listen, man. At this point, I think that you're, I can't say digital blackface. You know, at this point, you know, you might be a whole female, because this level of flirting, I'm gonna tell you, boy, I'm gonna have to put you in timeout. Listen, I don't want to do stuff like this, but I don't know what your problem is, person. Understand something, y'all. I don't know who y'all are. I don't know who y'all are on the other end of things, but it doesn't really matter, okay? You know what I'm saying? I am putting out a message here, and all flirting that's not from beautiful, biological, natural-born women will get you blocked. Okay? Well, David, what's flirting? Any grown-ass man talking to another grown-ass man trying to be cute and funny? That's what it is. Now, back to business. Grown folks' business. You know, these women, man, they just can't get enough of the way that you make things happen. We're going to go ahead and drop a couple of different ones on top of the two that we already dropped. Okay? So, women also like, I said discipline. Women also like, let me get more specific here. Your body in general, okay? It doesn't get talked about enough. Women watch us men physically just as much as we do them. The difference is we don't make these elaborate, different, weird dreams and fantasies. We're just thinking about, we're thinking about doing to them. You know what I mean? Getting some of that throat or bending them over. You know what I'm saying? That's all. But women don't think about this elaborate scheme to cheat on their man with you, and you whisking them away, and them flying out to you, and on the balcony, this and that and the third. It's kind of stuff that women do, man. And when you have a demanding physical, like strong masculine presence, man, you're gonna have women that don't really want, they don't, women don't want to come out of their comfort zone ever. They never want to come out of their comfort zone, but you force them out of it because you don't approach, which is another thing on the list. You don't approach, so it makes you even more attractive on top of you doing, because women like to observe for long periods of time. Any woman and all women. So when you're out here doing what you're doing and you're not paying them no mind, they're paying all attention to you. Like, who is this guy that's just out here doing whatever he wants to do and on social media posting what he wants, and he's not even really interested in, you know, a Sigma. There's things to be done, and if you want to be considered seriously, you have to submit an application. It's like anything else that you take serious, and your application will be reviewed in the order that it is received. Period, point blank, man. And women don't like to be rejected, man, so they sit back and they watch. And they observe. And they can't get enough of the way you put things together. Make things happen. And keep yourself in shape the entire time. You know, things like this, it makes women wonder, like, what is his capacity? Like, what burden, how many burdens could he handle while keeping his composure? Because, you know, most of their lives are a whole mess. They need some order. Most of their, I don't care at what level they're at or what they're talking about online, most of their lives are a mess. That's why by 30-something, they're trying to find some cleanup guy to come through and organize things, make some structure. It's not worth your time, but whatever. You know what I mean? But look, man, these things make you irresistibly attractive to women. They can't get enough. Now, there's other things that we can get into more detail about in another video about the Sigma stare and, you know, Sigma Riz, stuff like this, because women like the way that you articulate yourself, and whenever you're questioned, you have a way to make things make sense, no matter how broad the subject matter is, you know, dense, whatever. So, you know, it's more of a, like a spiritual, just a nature type of thing that they have for you, this primal, just wanting to get back to. That's why you have some of these studs out here wanting to, you know, get some royal ride. They see Sigmas out here doing what we do, and they want some of that too. They want to compete as well. It just is what it is, y'all. Just continue doing what you're doing. Hold the line. Continue to mind your business. Moving forward with whatever you're doing as far as work and hobbies, or just work. And watch how many women, when you're leveling up, start to orbit or straight out let you know that they're interested in you, that are more on the level that you're working towards, or the new level that you're at, as opposed to where you were before. Trust me, man, it's worth the wait. You'll get hit on by women that, or you will be orbited by women that are more in alignment to where you're headed, or the path you're on, as opposed to the way it used to be. And that's always a better place to be. You guys know that. So, you know, sticking to your routines, man, and being the way that you are. And again, I am in favor of a little spontaneity here and there, and I'm spontaneous. You guys see I don't schedule live streams and stuff like that, but there needs to be structure and some type of routines, because if you don't do that, you don't know what's going on. You can't tell if, you know, you're falling off, or maybe you're under spiritual attack or something, and you're not really paying attention, and you don't notice that you're not doing the things that you need to do to maintain the way that you normally would be. You never know. So I just, you know, continue doing what you're doing. I don't believe in just spontaneous life living. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. And women love this about you, right? Women love a guy that they know is going to be reliable in some type of way. So continue doing what you're doing. You got it. The women are watching you, and it really doesn't matter to you because you're really focused on trying to get where you want to go in life, which is definitely not, I'm hoping, in the United States. But do what you do, buddy. Do what you do. Yeah, I hear you talking, my friend, but you're not really quick enough. Don't need to read the whole thing, man, and I don't care what you think. What you should do, though, however, is hit that like button. I don't care who you are. I don't care who's trolling. I don't care if it's someone that's, you're trying to get a reaction. Okay? So just calm down. It's going to be okay. The only reaction that you should have started with was hitting the like button. At least that way you could have thrown me off a little bit. I would have slowed down on blocking you. I see, all I do is look at the likes. If I don't see a new like, you're blocked. I don't give a crap what you're talking about, Goofy. That's why you try to type a paragraph, because you knew you was gonna get blocked. Still too slow. Still too slow, homie. Look, man. Y'all can have your perspectives. You're just not allowed to project it onto me. You can think whatever you want about me, but you're just not allowed to project it onto me and try to influence my life based off of the narrow scope that you're viewing me through, right? And whatever you're trying to put onto me that you haven't healed from. So it really doesn't matter to me. I've gotten to that level of healed. I just don't care. You know what I'm saying? I know the ones that matter to me and I know what doesn't. But it's still cute that you guys continue to try. I haven't been on this channel in a while, so allow me to reintroduce myself. King David, obviously, the lone wolf, but completely healed. You know what I'm saying? Nice to meet you. And this completely healed version doesn't care what you think, doesn't care about trolling. I care about stats and numbers. Did you hit that like button? Are you trolling in a way that's okay for me to deal with, or are you dropping paragraphs in hopes that I'll read it and you can some kind of way infect my mind with whatever you thought out or didn't think out and project it outwardly? Absolutely not, you piece of shit. No, no, no. Not doing that. I've worked too hard to heal, and I don't care. That goes for all of you. But hey, I know that a lot of you are addicted to watching me, so if you want to test my resolve, go ahead. Give me a reason to block you. Go ahead. I'll do it with a smile to show you I don't give a shit. No, I appreciate that. I love a lady smiling. Now listen, women also love this about you as well. Being able to check a loser while never losing your composure, because women don't like that passive-aggressive type of man. They like a man that, you know, stands in his frame and handles that business right there on the spot and move on, not dwell on it or think twice about it later. Like, I should have said this, I should have. Nah, I said what I needed to say. You know what I'm saying? I did what I needed to do. And there it is. Now, please troll, because it does help with the algorithm, but be mindful with your trolling. If you're trying to drop a paragraph and you mention therapy and blah, 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 because you know I'm against therapy, so you're trying to get a reaction, I don't care. I told you guys that you do whatever you need to do. Go to therapy, go to a pastor, go whatever you got to do. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you need to do to find God, it doesn't really matter to me. I don't believe in that shit. But you say whatever you need to. But a lot of people that do things like go to therapy or go to church, they start projecting onto you their life path. No, we don't have to do it the same way you did it. Okay? There's multiple ways to get to the destination. So don't think that your way is the only way and or the right way. Okay? Calm down. Calm down. Losers. I I got full control of my realms at all times. Don't ever think you're going to step into my kingdom and take control. Now, with that being said, you guys smash that like button. Go ahead and drop a comment, share the live stream. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and join the tribe. You know you want to. Go ahead. Do it. Do it. Do it. Appreciate you, though. Anyway, I will be back on here later on for more dope content. Out here in nature, it's cooled off a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Even though it's September, I still feel like it's Leo season.